Everyone knows that Dynamite is AEW's A show, but the B show Collision is still a really good show. Pretty much since the beginning of 2025, Collision has really leveled up a lot in its importance, and there's been something going on Collision since Dynasty that I've really taken notice of, and I wanted to make a video about it because I think it's really cool. The tag team division in AEW used to be extremely good and very lively, and I feel like for the past couple of years it's just been very stagnant and there's not really been a whole lot of interesting stuff going on. A lot of the time too, it pretty much just centered around teams like the Young Bucks, FTR, and the Acclaimed, and then if there were any other teams challenging, they would just be heated up for that one time and then go back to just doing nothing pretty much. So yeah, for a while the tag team division has just not been great despite the fact that AEW has so many amazing tag teams, but I think that since Dynasty of this year, the tag team division has been developing really nicely, and the majority of it has been taking place on Collision. Now, of course, the tag team champions, the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, mainly just stay on Dynamite as they're doing all their stuff with MJF, but they have had quite a few defenses on Dynamite against the likes of Gates of Agony, for example. Now, there are plenty of tag teams that have been developing really nicely on Collision over the past month or so, and so I just kind of wanted to point out all of this. Crew and Top Flight have been feuding for a while, and I mean, I've really been enjoying their feud just because Top Flight are a young, exciting team, and it's cool to see them actually kind of be involved in a storyline. And then Crew is probably one of my favorite acts in AEW right now. I mean, I'm a huge Leo Rush fan, and they've just been super fun. The feud was super cool, and that blow-off match that they had, the Tornado Tag Team match, was very good. I was just super entertained by that, and it's really cool to see this kind of transform and go on to Dynamite now, with Top Flight being involved in segments with the Hurt Syndicate and MJF, and Crew also getting involved in them as well, although they definitely should have beat Sammy Guevara and Dustin Rose, I'm just gonna be honest. RPG Vice are another team that have recently reunited, which is also really cool to see Trent Beretta doing something and seeing Rocky Romero doing something really cool. And they've been feuding with the Outrunners. The Outrunners have always been a fun comedy tag team in AEW, and they've been involved in a lot of different 6-man and 8-man tag team matches, and so I'm sure down the line the Outrunners and RPG Vice are going to have a match. But again, it's nice to see that these other tag teams are having feuds with each other, which is really important for a flourishing tag team division. And speaking of the Don Callis family, there's another team in there, Konosuke Takeshita and Josh Alexander, and obviously they're two guys that you would want to be pushing as singles guys, but honestly, I don't think it would hurt if they just decided to push them fully as a tag team because they are very good together and have a lot of good chemistry, and I mean, why not have a very good dominant tag team of two singles guys? Over the past few weeks as well, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, who are another great tag team, have been feuding with the Grizzled Young Veterans, and I love seeing them back in AEW because they are a very good team. I love some of the other matches that they were having a while ago, like with the Acclaim and teams like that, and so seeing them interact and have their match together was really good, and I feel like that kind of stuff is just going to make the tag team division so much better. And plus, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong have been doing great things with FTR, but I'll get to FTR later. There was also the big feud with Brian Keith and Big Bill in the Gates of Agony. I mentioned the Gates of Agony a bit earlier, but Gates of Agony have always been so underrated in my opinion, and I really wish that they would just win some matches and get over a bit more just because they are so talented, so underrated like I just said. But the whole feud with Big Bill and Brian Keith was super fun. They're another great tag team. All of their different beatdowns and brawls and everything, and then their street fight too. I mean, I give props to all those guys because, again, this was just another little kind of small storyline with the tag team division in Collision against two random teams that weren't really doing a whole lot, and so I just love this, and I'm hoping for a lot more for Brian Keith and Big Bill after this as well. And I'm also hoping the Gates of Agony can maybe get some wins after this too. And I don't really think I can go this video without mentioning the fact that FTR have been carrying Collision. Now, I'm not saying carrying as in everyone else has just been bad, but what I mean by this is just that FTR are just so good right now since they turned heel on Dynasty. Now, FTR have been the linchpins of Collision ever since it started. I mean, they've pretty much primarily stayed on Collision, making them like the top stars of it pretty much. And they've been so good at this role, whether they've been baby faces or heels. But obviously their game levels up a lot when they're heels, and I mean right now what they're doing on Collision has been great. Obviously I think we're all awaiting Adam Copeland and Christian Cage to get back together as a tag team and feud with them, but this feud that they've been having with Daniel Garcia, as well as the other previous stuff they were doing with Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, as well as also getting Daddy Magic and Cool and Ange involved, reuniting 2.0 for a little bit. FTR also just put on a banger at Double or Nothing, and I mean like I said, FTR just go up another level when they're heels, and FTR is amazing, and that's really all there is to it. I just wanted to take note of all of this and make a little video about it. I'm not expecting this to be super long, but it's just something that I've been noticing a lot while watching Collision, is just all these different teams interacting, having different stories with each other, because this is what really makes a tag team division flourish. AEW, like I said, they have incredible tag teams. There's so many more that I haven't even mentioned that just haven't been on TV in a while, like the Guns and Private Party. And then there's also other tag teams too, like LFI, such as Rooster and Jalisco, or even Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey recently, or Commander and Hologram, Los Titanes del Aire. There's so many great teams that are also just having little matches here and there as well, and just this is truly what makes a tag team division flourish. Like I've said, there's no reason that AEW should not be having a great tag team division with all of these different teams, and what I love most is that they are making Collision the hotbed for tag team wrestling recently. More people need to respect AEW Collision, and for me, I am noticing the benefits of AEW Collision, especially right here with all these different tag teams doing incredible stuff. And yeah, I just wanted to make a little video about that. I mean, I've been posting about it as well. Sometimes it's important to just get these things out on a whim in a video to make people realize truly how great AEW Collision is and how great tag team wrestling is. This has been a little all over the place, but again, tag team wrestling is flourishing in AEW, and if you're not watching AEW Collision, then you're just not seeing it. Let me know down below if you've noticed this type of phenomenon and what you think of the tag team division currently in AEW. Also, let me know what else you'd like to see me talk about on this channel. Like the video, subscribe for more videos, and yeah, thank you for watching.